All right. There's only one thing I can say right now. Why? Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I was checking out the logstone to see if we had any new information, and there's good news and bad news. The good news is we finally got that letter from the producer that we've been waiting anxiously for. It did state that it would be coming out in the first week of July, which it has. And I was really hoping for some really good information as well as the release date for patch 5.3. And again, the good news means that we do have a release date. Bad news is that it's a lot later than what we were all hoping for. I was kind of expecting it to be another 2 weeks or so. That's generally how these letters from the producers work. So normally with the letter from the producers, they come in 2 parts just for each patch. And part 2 usually comes out within 10 days to 14 days of the next patch. So that's kind of what I was expecting. I was kind of thinking that we were going to be getting patch 5.3 coming out within the next 2 weeks. No, that's not the case at all. Alright, so here we are on the logstone, and we have our Moogle, our post-Moogle here with the letter from the producer. And I'm going to be reading out the complete letter, which I'm not happy about, but I will do it. So the letter here has stated the real release date and the reasons for why they choose that release date. So this is actually from the producer and director of Yoshida. And first, I would like to apologize again to all of our players for the delay of patch 5.3 Reflections in Crystal, which was originally scheduled to be released on June 16th, which is about a month ago now. Although our development and operations team, as well as the QA testing, have experienced a number of setbacks due to what's happening in the world right now, I am pleased to inform you that the development production is back on course and we settled on a new patch release schedule. As of right now, patch 5.3 Reflections in Crystal is scheduled to be released on Tuesday, August 11th. Yeah, you heard right. So that is about a month and a half away in August. I have been saying since this whole thing started that we have to be patient, that 5.3 should not be rushed. And I still hold true to that. Unfortunately, my patience for that is just killing me inside. So we have another month and a half to wait, which is just awful. Well, maybe a little less than a month and a half away, but oh, that's just terrible. But they do give their reasons here. We did everything we could to try and release this update at some point in mid-July, but in the end we determined more time was needed to thoroughly test and debug the next alliance raid of the Dark Apocalypse and the new scale encounters of the Resistance weapons content. This matter was complicated by the fact that, due to the size of our QA teams and the nature of the testing required of them, working in the office could not be avoided. Preparing a working environment in the office had adhered to social distancing guidelines and regulations required more time, resulting in this 2-month delay. Though it cost us roughly 2 months, our primary home-based work system is now securely established, and we plan to return to our regular release schedule of roughly every 3.5 months after patch 5.3. So yes, it does seem that the other patches after 5.3, and that means 5.4 and onwards, are going to be released around their normal schedules. So it does seem that we may be getting patch 5.4 out a little bit early, or rather it will feel that it's going to be coming out a lot earlier. Unfortunately, there is no way for us to ever completely recover from this 2-month delay. Were we to try and accelerate our schedule from patch 5.4 onwards, it would only result in cutting content and sacrificing the quality of our work. And given the serialized nature of Final Fantasy XIV's story, it is important that we keep to our original roadmap in terms of number and quality of major patches. But rather than think of this as a loss, I consider it a great accomplishment, as our staff can now work safely and efficiently both at home or at the office. What's more, I believe that we can make up for this delay with the quality of future patches in our upcoming expansion, which is something to look forward to. They still didn't give us any information about the upcoming expansion, which should be coming out sometime next year, but we are making some really good progress with that, and I am hoping that they are going to be able to make up for any of these delays here with the future content. And while they are on the subject of future patches, they did give us a glimpse of what they're working on. So here, it looks like we actually have a drawing of a tank. I don't know if this is actually going to be a future boss. I don't think so, because it does look like we are blowing away an armament here. This could possibly be what looks like either a future mount that we could be getting. I would certainly love that. But it definitely looks like it is part of something from the Dark Apocalypse. So either this will be like one of those little tanks that we'll be able to ride around in as we run through the Dark Apocalypse, which would be cool, by the way, or this is a design for a future mount, which I do approve of completely. It looks so cool. Now, you can expect to see plenty more this month, and we will be releasing interviews and updates on patch 5.3 special site, as well as another letter from the producer live, which is scheduled for Wednesday, July 22nd. So there's only a month to go before the release of patch 5.3, so I hope you can hold on just a little bit longer. I'd like to take this moment to thank you all again for waiting so patiently and for your words of encouragement. I'd also like to express my sincerest respect for our development and operations team and QA staff who have done their utmost to continue production while transitioning to the new work environment. I couldn't ask for a better team. And with that, I will be returning to work on checking patch 5.3, and I'll see you all in the next letter from the producer live. So they are trying to compromise it as best as they can. They're trying to keep fans interested. And again, I understand with everything that's happening in the world, it's very difficult for everybody. And so I'm not mad at them. I'm just very frustrated. And I think that a lot of fans are going to be very frustrated. But they are doing their best to try to make things as easy as possible, including having a lot more done this month. And that does remind me that we do have the Rising event coming up, as well as the next Moonfire Fair. And I do think those are supposed to come out, if not both of those for this month, then also for next month. And I'm pretty sure that they're going to be bringing up all their events, like probably bringing back past events that they've already had and just bringing them back. And of course, we are going to be getting more interviews. We are going to be getting the special site eventually, as well as one more letter from the producer live, which is coming out this month on Wednesday, July 22nd. So that is something that we can be looking forward to and get more information for patch 5.3. So yeah, not exactly what we were all hoping for when we learned about the letter from the producer. I was kind of expecting that we would get like a very, very long letter of explaining everything that we're going to be getting for patch 5.3, as well as getting the special sites, maybe even a trailer for 5.3. I am hoping that they release the trailer soon, just so that we can have a look at what we're getting at, or at least the special sites. So yeah, again, I guess that we still have to wait. I mean, if you have anything at all to do during the game during this time, then now's a really good time to do it. I mean, I still have a few videos I've been hoping to get up before the next patch, so that is something to look forward to. So in a strange way, I am kind of grateful that they are going to be giving a little bit of extra time just so that I can have everything ready. And if you're looking for something to do while in Eorzea, you can go down to the description below. I did post another video some time ago about what you can do in Eorzea during this whole transition between patches 5.2 and 5.3 if you are really desperate and looking for something to do. So yeah, everyone, we do have a release date for next month, which is about an extra month and a half away. But we will be getting a lot more in between those. At least I will be holding Square Enix to that. And yeah, hopefully we will be able to start playing again soon. It does comfort me to know that they will be doing their best to try to keep the other patches on the same schedules, so that we don't have to end up waiting such a ridiculously long time. They did state that they might have to cut things out to compensate for that. Again, it's understandable, but they did promise us that they would be making it up later on, and they've never really led us astray before, have they? So yeah, I guess that's it for now, everyone. I know it's hard, but hopefully we will be able to find some more things to do. I will be doing my best to try to keep up videos, to try to keep people interested, and just do my part to try to keep our spirits up. So if you have any suggestions for a possible lore video or something that you would like to see, just please drop a line below and let me know. I am always looking for some new inspiration. Or if you just need a place to rant and rave, come to me. I would love to hear it, and I will be happy to sympathize with you. So until next time, everyone, thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing you all again sometime in the Duty Finder or the Party Finder, either or. And yeah, have a good rest of your day.